Tech Inc. trades on the OTCQB under the symbol TPTW and is a technology-based company with divisions providing telecommunications, medical technology, and product distribution, media content for domestic and international syndication, as well as technology solutions. Joining us today, we have Stephen Thomas III, CEO of TPT Global. We also have Rick Eberhardt, COO of TPT and CEO of TPT MedTech, along with Steve Cottle. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Glad to be here.
Glad you're here. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Well, guys, thanks. First of all, thank you for having us today. We're excited to present TPT Global Tech and our company and kind of the history. So I'm going to give a little background of myself and Rick Eberhardt and Steve. Rick and I have been business partners for over 20 years. We got our start, or I got my start in telecommunications over 20 years ago as Director of Validations of World Exchange. We were a telephone company with revenues of just north of $1 billion annually, subsidiaries in 27 countries around the world. Rick was a founder of that company, and I was Director of Validations. And so early on, we're some of the early pioneers of voice over IP in the United States, around the world, by putting the first voice over IP billing software solution into the marketplace many years ago. And fast forward here today, we've got TPT Global Tech. We're a publicly traded company located in San Diego, California. And we have 4 divisions of our company. We have our telecom division, we have our media division, and our medical division, and our unified cloud services. Rick is the CEO of TPT MedTech, and Steve Cottle is the CEO of our unified cloud services division, and I'm the CEO founder of the parent company, TPT Global Tech. So we're excited to present today. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to show a video of our Quick Lab technology platform and our end-to-end solution of what we're doing. Then we'll get into a little bit of the PowerPoint presentation. And then we'll have Steve Cottle is going to give a demonstration of our software technology. And then we'll do a Q&A session after. So let me play this video. It's about 4 minutes long. And then we'll get into this.
In this challenging time of COVID-19, there is one company with the turnkey program for rapid COVID-19 testing and monitoring designed to help local and higher educational school systems, designed to help state and federal correctional facilities manage and treat one of the worst pandemics in American history, designed to put fans safely back into their seats. TPT MedTech.
Tonight, our first look inside Quick Lab, a mobile site that can give you results in minutes.
TPT MedTech, Quick Lab, and SantaQuick. Good morning to you. Nice to have you on.
A San Diego company is changing the game on COVID testing. You download their app, stay in your car, and drive right up to their mobile laboratory.
Dozens of people showed up to a pop-up testing site in Fremont today. It opened at the Harbor Light Church on Thornton Avenue. Testing lab was put together by a startup called Quick Lab. They offered rapid tests in shipping containers.
To help the workers, because they're out in all these elements of cold weather, hot weather. And we said, what if we took shipping containers and created these mobile labs so you can move them from hotspot to hotspots to be able to try to help combat against the virus? And that's how we came up with the idea.
The first impression that I have when it comes to looking at the Quick Lab is how it's very innovative in trying to utilize space and to be able to make it flexible in terms of transport. And when you look at trying to deliver testing and vaccination to the community, it's important to have different options. And one of those is flexibility in delivery. To deliver it to, for example, in our school district for the city of Fremont, we have over 42 schools. Or when you come to manufacturing or different companies. This is also true when we think about the fact that we have skilled nursing facilities. And oftentimes some of our seniors are not able to get out to these locations. And this allows us to have better options and ways to be able to address the concerns for the community.
TPT MedTech has designed and delivered a complete technology solution that delivers COVID-19 test results in minutes versus days. The Quick Lab mobile lab is supported by the QuickPass app, a registration and monitoring platform, QuickPass proprietary thermo camera monitoring technology platform, and the SantaQuick 15-second virus sanitizer units. The TPT MedTech products are manufactured in the United States and offer a turnkey solution to COVID-19 testing and monitoring, as well as being CLIA certified and fully HIPAA compliant throughout. Each Quick Lab is designed for drive-through convenience and comes fully staffed with qualified registered nurses and lab technicians who can operate 24 hours per day, testing and monitoring thousands of people daily. TPT MedTech technology platforms, Quick Lab and Quick Pass apps are designed to allow for easy communication between Quick Lab and Quick Pass customers. The TPT MedTech Quick Lab provides a technology system that allows for easy appointment registration and secure test ordering, patient data entry with a wide range of analyzers to conduct both COVID-19 and antibody testing, and advanced data collection to inform and refine the testing strategy. The Quick Lab rapid testing, monitoring and thermocamera systems are designed for sports and concert venues, private corporations, as well as state and federal agencies to test and monitor their customers and employees on a daily or weekly basis to provide the most safe environment for sports fans and employees around the world. QuickPass also has a QR code ticket integration function, which includes individuals' COVID-19 test results being sent directly to a venue's digital or paper QR code ticketing system, and which interfaces perfectly for large and small events. The goal of getting fans back into stadiums around the world is a challenge that TPT MedTech has met with Quick Lab, and it's supporting proprietary technology platforms and systems. TPT MedTech will continue to innovate and work towards providing workable solutions in the fight against COVID-19 in the United States and around the world. TPT MedTech is also leading the way with an array of quality PPE supplies for all sectors. For ordering information on the TPT MedTech Quick Lab, Quick Pass, SaniQuick, and all PPE-related products, please see the TPT MedTech website.
Okay, guys, so I wanted to show that video to kind of talk a little bit about TPT MedTech and TPT Global Tech. You know, Rick and I and Steve are old telecom guys that have been doing telecommunications for a very long time. And everything that we do as a company is based around the cell phone technology, being able to take data, moving it across the telecommunications infrastructure to deliver some type of product or service. So when COVID happened, we looked at this from a different lens. We didn't look at it from a medical supply scenario. We looked at it from a telecommunications technology scenario. And so we were able to pivot in a very short time by developing our end-to-end solution to be able to help fight against this pandemic, not only domestically and internationally. And I'm going to let Rick get into a little bit more about TPT MedTech in a few minutes. But let me just kind of go through our slide deck. Now, this deck is on our website. So you can go to tptglobaltech.com in our presentation section and be able to pull down the website. But, you know, we're in the process of raising $38 million for our company. We're in the process of exploring how do we uplist from OTC to NASDAQ. We're really excited about what we've been able to do with the company in a short 6.5 years. You know, we started off as a shell, and in that 6.5 years, we've been able to acquire 8 different companies, 3 different product technologies that we've been able to put into our portfolio as a company. And, you know, when we look for acquisitions or different products, the things that we try to do is look for either a revenue source or a distribution channel or a product that we can put through our distribution channel to add value to the company's portfolio moving forward. And also looking for cutting edge types of technologies. And we believe that we're one of the, you know, leading players in the whole COVID technology space. You know, I want to go kind of our financial timeline. You know, we started, you know, back in 2014, we acquired KTEL, Speed Connect, raised $1.75 million. Then we acquired San Diego Media. We acquired Line Phone, which is a 3D technology smartphone. We also acquired Blue Collar Production, which is a film and television production company in Los Angeles. We do work for all the major studios, networks. Our biggest acquisition to date was Speed Connect, which is a wireless ISP. We operate in over 11 states. We have over 220 towers lit. In the last year and a half, we have been working very hard through the entire pandemic COVID scenario to upgrade our wireless infrastructure from a 2.5 to a 3.65 4G plus network to give greater speeds to our rural community of customers throughout those 11 states. Recently, in the last year, we launched TPT MedTech, which has our Quick Pass, Quick Lab, and SandyQuick technology. We do COVID testing for end-to-end solutions. We have mobile labs that we deploy. We have strategic partnerships with Thomas Scientific and Walmart to be able to put our labs in Walmart parking lots across the United States. Recently, with Thomas Scientific, our strategic partner, we won a bid for the state of Nevada to provide our COVID testing end-to-end solutions to the state as a solution for Nevada. So we're really excited about, the direction of the company and what we've been able to do in a very short period of time. Our network here, this is a slide that shows our network in the 11 states that we are actually operating in. These are the different services that we do and our Speed Connect 5G benefits of what we're doing. This here is a picture of our Quick Lab mobile unit. You're able to drive up on either side. You make an appointment with our Quick Lab app, make an appointment, show up, you get your either PCR antigen test, and within 15 minutes, or depending on if it's a PCR test, you then get your results in either 15 minutes or within an hour via digital report to your app. So we're really excited about that. We also have a recent contract that we've been able to secure is a partnership with Baywest Wellness in Jamaica. So Baywest is, I think, the second or largest hospital in Jamaica, and they are utilizing our Quick Pass technology at the airports in Montego Bay and Kingston. And Rick will talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But we are doing just hundreds of tests a day at the airports, and we've got something like 17 other hotels and resorts that are doing COVID testing that are also onboarding as we speak. So we expect to get that somewhere in the neighborhood between 5,000 and 6,000 people being utilizing our Quick Pass technology in the country of Jamaica. We are also entertaining other islands such as Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico, and the Caribbean. We also have co-partners in the United States, up in the Northeast, the tri-state area of Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. We have our own mobile labs deployed in Florida at the Dadeland Mall and also in Walmart parking lots in Florida. And we are about ready to launch here in California, in Alameda County, as well in San Diego. So we're pretty excited about where we are as a company moving forward. Rick, you want to jump in and kind of talk a little bit more about TPT MedTech, and then we'll go into the presentation with Steve Cottle?
Sure. Basically, as Stephen, hi everybody, I'm Rick Eberhardt. Basically, as Stephen has touched on, really about March of 2020, we pivoted as a company into the COVID field of testing because as he touched on, we saw things from more of a technology standpoint, that technology was going to be the way to get the United States and really the world through this pandemic situation. And the reason that we felt that is because we saw some people on the news where they were standing outdoors in Tucson, Arizona. It was 117 degrees and they were trying to test people under a tent. And it kind of just triggered the way that we think in trying to solve things via technology. So we knew that there needed to be a portable laboratory, self-contained, medical grade laboratory that people could, do their jobs in. So we created our Quick Labs. And after the Quick Labs were created, we realized that the world was going to be, there was going to have to be a way to display the results of that testing in a manner that was fully HIPAA compliant, and reporting back to the CDC all of the results of all of this, because the world basically is entering a different phase, and that different phase is very similar to the phase that happened after 9/11, in that the TSA was created and everybody had to show IDs and make sure before they could get on a plane that they were who they said they were. So we're basically, since approximately June or July of last year, we've created our Quick Pass Check and Verify system, so that it's basically a mobility platform. It gives people the opportunity to be mobile again, because they can keep the results of their tests that we perform or other laboratories perform at their fingertips, and it's all certified by a laboratory. It's not, it's not something that they've, gotten off the internet and duplicated like a fake ID or something. These are all certified tests with certified results. So we've spread our laboratories around the country. We've spread our laboratories and our technology throughout the Caribbean. We are in Jamaica. I've actually been in Jamaica 3 times now over the course of the last couple of months, bringing on, there's a total of 19 locations, Sandals, different resorts that are coming on board to display our technology. And at the airports, they're using it as a check and verify to validate that the people that are traveling have been tested. Most countries have a mandate now. The United States has a mandate that prior to entering the United States, you have to have had a either an antigen test or a PCR test within a 72-hour period of time. And our platforms and our testing units enable those individuals that are traveling to be tested in Montego Bay right at the airport. We've sectioned off a small area of the airport where people, we've turned it into a laboratory, and people get their tests. The results are displayed on the screen, and they get on their plane and they go home, or they go on vacation someplace else. I don't know why you would want to go on vacation away from Jamaica, but a lot of people do. So that's basically TPT MedTech in a nutshell. And I'll turn it back over to Stephen.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Rick. So, guys, what I want to do at this point is I'm going to have Steve Cottle give a demonstration of the front-end part of the Quick Pass Check and Verify system. So, Steve, if you can grab the screen and go ahead and give your presentation, that'd be great. We hope this works.
Okay, great. Thank you guys very much for your time today. Let's see if I get this up. So, all right, what you guys are looking at is our Quick Lab application. Once a user downloads it, either iOS, Android, or a web app, they register, sign up, and they're presented with this screen. We attach the closest laboratory, either ours or a partner laboratory, to their location when they register and sign up. And that's selectable from any of our laboratory or laboratory partners. We generate a QR code for them to speed them through the testing or vaccination process. We have a appointment schedule where a user can jump in and book the appropriate test or schedule for a vaccination at the locations that are supplying vaccinations. They can book those and then show up and get those processed. For the travelers, they need quick access to it. We added this kind of bar here to help speed them through the airport. It's a one-click. It brings up the full-blown certified report of their current test. Right now, I believe we're the only ones that offer the full certified in a HEPA-compliant fashion. It's easily to see. I'm cleared for access. I'm cleared to fly. This is based on the CDC's guidelines on travel. It's good for 5 days, and it has an expiration date. All the certification payload is included in this PDF, and they can email it, print it, or do whatever they need to do with it. We do offer vaccinations, and that is tracked here the same fashion. a user can get a vaccination, and it reminds them for their second dose if there's one needed. Once they're completed, they do get a digital copy of their, this one's only got one shot, so it's not cleared to fly or travel till the second dose, but they do get a digital copy of their vaccination card, so they no longer have to worry about losing it. And this is selectable by the user whether to display this or not under the HEPA guidelines. We'll jump back here real quick. It's very easy for a user to select if they know a laboratory they want to get tested or a vaccination at. They can type the name and bring it up from us or any of our partners. We do have a map system if they're traveling and they need to see. These are just some of the locations that are available. If I zoom out here, these are all of our labs and our partner labs scattered throughout it. And as Rick was saying, we're very heavily focused in the Jamaica because the travel there is just crazy, hundreds and hundreds of records every day from all the airports and the different locations. We have a messaging system that's built in, so if you get a test and it's inconclusive, the laboratory can contact the user in a fully encrypted text, voice, or video telemedicine connection and communicate directly with the user to come back or and get retested. Profile information for insurance, all of that is electronically handled. One unique piece that we have here is we run a 300,000 AI sample database against all IDs that are uploaded into the system to verify that they're correct and valid. This is one of the samples we grabbed off the internet to test it, and I use it for my demos. Of course, it's not real, 2 different pictures, and the AI engine caught this and rejected it. We have a VIP service. This is door-to-door, kind of like Uber for vaccinations and for testing. A user is able to click on the VIP if the laboratory that they're connected to offers the service, and schedule, book an appointment, and actually watch a live map of that nurse traveling to them. They do have an encrypted communication function that's built in, encrypted both ends where the nurse can communicate directly with the patient in case there's a gate code or security or other information that needs to be shared for that appointment. And it allows the user to watch them travel right to their appointment time. We have FAQs that's built in for the vaccinations, which is pretty heavily used on the platform. And this kind of answers some of the questions before a user arrives for their vaccination. The big part here is our quick pass check and verify. And the user, once they get a test, let me jump here to reports. Everything that's done at the laboratory is live connected inside the app. So when a user gets to the laboratory and they start the process, the laboratory scans their QR code. It instantly creates a pending state so the user knows that their test is being processed. Once that's complete, the results are sent and they can track it all the way through. Here's one that's pending for an example. When that gets completed, then it would have been done. I keep it for demo. So here's a positive case. But the other point is that certified report. We have that certified report here on every single test. Now, for the Quick Lab side, this is unique to us. This is the passport system. The user, once they get the test, is issued this, either a vaccine or a test, and it's based on the test type. So it's 5 days valid. I have 4 days, 21 hours left on my test. So I am cleared for access. I'm cleared to fly. And here is the certification for that particular test. Now, if we jump over real quick to our other app, which an agent at the airlines, a restaurant, whatever would do, this is our Quick Pass Check and Verify. It's free to use. Just register, sign up. It's on iOS, Android, and the web app. And this allows the agents to check the user's item. Now, they get the same thing that the user sees. However, this is fully de-identified information. It's fully HIPAA compliant. They see that they're approved. They're clear to fly. If they need to see the certifying lab information, that payload is included for the agent to verify. We do have one other function that's unique, and this is the show ID. And if a user elects to show their identity, say it's at an airport and they need to verify that, they can click on that button. And if I jump over here quick enough to quick pass, it shows that for 10 seconds. The agent does not have access to any of that information under HIPAA compliance. And then it goes away and it's gone here as well. So that is the quick pass system. Most of them that's using it use a scanner or the camera on the phone, and it's very quick to process people and get them, checked in just as quick as you would scan your ticket to board an airplane. And that's it.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Steve. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
No, fantastic. So one of the things, guys, we want to really stress today is that, we pivoted into the space a little over, a year ago, and to be able to develop such a comprehensive passport vaccination and testing platform, we're extremely proud of as a technology company. The financial model behind how this works is, we gave the check and verify out to the global community for free. And how we've monetized it is that the participating labs that are behind and that do the testing actually pay us a per transaction fee. So we can get anywhere from, 35 cents all the way up to $1 and a little bit more in some cases. So that's the way we decided to monetize this, because we didn't want, businesses across the United States that have been suffering, that have been closed, to have to try to figure out how they're going to get money to pay for a check and verify scenario to try to get business back into their doors. So that was one of the things that we decided to do, is to have this as a free offering to the business community, e-commerce community in the United States. Another thing too, you see a lot of different companies out there that are promoting that they have a check and verify system, but we were at a conference this morning, and I don't believe most of those are live. And if they are live, I think that what you do on those platforms is someone takes, their test, uploads it into that platform, and then walks up to the airline and says, look, I've been tested or vaccinated. Well, you can Photoshop those particular types of tests. You don't have the same level of security that our platform offers. So we've really taken the time and the pain to develop an end-to-end solution that is secure as well as HIPAA compliant, to be able to, as Rick said, you have a platform for movement. Because with our platform, you're allowing folks to get back into sporting events, to travel, and et cetera. If you have high school basketball games or sporting events, and you have an away game, and everybody on your bus that's going to go to that away game has been tested, and when you show up to that other school, and if they're using the check and verify as well, all the fans will walk in, show their QR code, and be able to enter that venue for that other high school or college, and everyone inside of that venue, have been COVID testing. So we're really excited about this part of where we're at. The long-term play with where we're going with TPT MedTech is a point-of-care strategy. Our long-term goal is to be able to provide different types of testing in our quick pass infrastructure. Influenza, STD test, diabetes. And those are the things that we're looking forward to being able to offer in our labs on a national scale as we continue to roll this out. And with that said, how do we move to the Q&A part of this thing? Or Rick and Steve, do you have any other comments before we move to Q&A?
No, the only thing that I think that I'd like to say is to drive home the point is that, ladies and gentlemen, the world is changing, right? The world that we knew a year and a half ago or 2 years ago is changing. And there's going to have to be, there's a lot of companies out there that are talking. You look at the news, and almost every single night you're going to hear one of the newscasters say something along the lines of a health passport system, a check and verify system or whatever. And there's a lot of people that are out there in the development stages of a product like this. And we've been in actual production. We've been in use for 6 or 7 months now. We're already on the road. We already have people using this platform and are way, way ahead of the curve. So we feel very, very positive about the future for TPT MedTech.
Thank you. So how do we take some questions, if there's any questions?
Yes, you guys, great job. There are tons of questions, and we'll try to get through as many of them as possible. If not, we'll send them to you so you can answer on your own time. Let's talk about uplisting to NASDAQ. I know that there's quite a few questions about that, when you might be doing that, and would a reverse split be in the cards for your future?
Well, look, we are actually in the process now of exploring the uplisting. We're working with Kingswood Securities as our underwriter to start to explore that whole possibility of uplisting. In a perfect world, I'd like to be uplisted by the end of this year. What we have to do as a company to qualify to uplist to a NASDAQ, for example, is our share price has to have a 20-day trading at a $4 share price, and our shareholders' equity needs to be over $5 million. So one of the things we're doing right now is we're in the process of doing a Reg A Plus, raising $38 million to restructure our balance sheet so that we meet that $5 million requirement. When it comes time to uplist, we will do what's called a share price adjustment to bring the share price to that $5 mark. Because the preferred Series D offering, Reg A Plus offering, is a $5 share price, 6% coupon, automatic conversion at the time of uplifting. And it's a preferred share, not a common share. And that preferred share is not subject to the share price adjustment because it will go into the market as a $5 stock. It will also trade under its own symbol, TPTWP, for preferred. So we will have two classes of shares trading at the OTC, a common share as well as a preferred share symbol, both trading in the market. At the time of the uplist in the NASDAQ, both will be converted into the NASDAQ common, okay? So what that share price adjustment will look like, 6 months from now, we don't know, right? We don't know if it'll be a 1-to-1, if it'll be a 5-to-1. We're not really sure, but we'll do it all simultaneously when we uplist to NASDAQ.
Perfect. Thank you. Talk a little bit more about the company's current and projected financials, specifically your operating margins.
Well, what we've done now, our Speed Connect company is the profitable company in all of the holding companies, and we've taken the profits and we reinvested it to launch the medical division. Okay, and so which has been fantastic because now the first quarter we actually did very well, and I actually can't disclose those numbers for my CFO and SEC attorney because we haven't launched those numbers yet, but we're excited in the direction of where we're going. First quarter was exciting. And now that the airports in Jamaica and the other labs in the United States are on board for the second quarter, and some of these other things that we're doing with Thomas Scientific and the state of California and Florida, we're excited about the projections and where the company is going to be heading in the very near future.
Okay, a few more financials. What is your current cash and equivalents on your balance sheet, and what is your current monthly burn?
Well, what's I'm saying? We net probably about, I want to say about $140,000 a month, right? But that's reinvested into the company. So our monthly burn is somewhere about probably around $60,000 a month, something like that. Because of the investment that we're doing into our medical division.
And what is your current convertible debt amount, and what is it convertible at?
The convertible debt amount, I think we're at about, I want to say on our balance sheet, I want to say it's about 1.2 million is where we're at.
And do you plan on raising more money in the future? And would it be in the form of debt or equity?
Oh, we're only doing the equity at this point. We're done with the convertible debt transaction.
How does your business model expand past COVID?
Well, that's what we were saying before. You know, we plan to do other types of panel testing in our labs, right? So we'll do the influenza, we'll do diabetes, we'll do glucose, we'll do different types of panel testing in our infrastructure. Drug testing is a big part of our future business. Corporations being able to utilize our technology for drug testing and delivering those results to employers across the United States.
And what are your plans to bring more awareness to your stock?
Well, I don't know much more we can do. We put out a lot of press releases. We put out a lot of press releases. We try to inform our shareholders as much as we possibly can about the things that are going on with the company.
All right. Speak to your 5G plans with a potential mass tech partnership that is noted in the company's presentation on the TPT website.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Can you speak to the 5G plans with a potential mass tech partnership that is noted in the company's presentation on your TPT website?
Oh, right. Well, mass tech is a very large integrator, right? And so when the time comes, we'll be working with them to help upgrade our infrastructure. We've got to over 220 towers lit over those 11 states. And we've upgraded, I want to say 75% of those towers have already been upgraded. So Mastech is an integration partner. And they'll also help us with CPE, we call it customer premise installations and rolling trucks and that kind of stuff. So that's how we'll work with Mastech in the expansion of our network and customer base as we start to market the new network.
All right. How many people are running your Quick Pass application per day?
How many people are running the Quick Pass application? Well, we have a dev team of over 14 people. And we, and in our medical division, we've got probably, I want to say 12 people. Remember, it's application software driven, right? And it's launched at this time.
Okay. Talk a little bit about DC and the Biden administration and how that's going to affect your company.
I hope it's going to affect us in a positive way.
Well, these are the questions.
I hope it's going to be a positive way. You know,
did you just go to DC for some meetings in January?
I'm sorry?
Did one of you guys just go to DC for some meetings in January?
Did we go to DC for meetings in January? Not with the government, no.
Okay. Let's see. Talk about some partnerships with the NBA, soccer, MLB. There's some Miami Heat logo on the mobile tabs. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, listen, we presented to Major League Soccer, we presented to the NBA, and we presented to the Miami Heat. And it's kind of funny, how this all happened with the Quick Pass technology is that the Miami Heat came to our lab at Dadeland Mall and said, guys, can you guys develop a system for us to be able to get 26,000 fans into their stadium? So I got with our team and I said, Steve, what can we do to do this? And then that's how this all actually started. Because we had the core software tech to be able to just run our basic business. Then we said, okay, how can we incorporate all of the testing equipment and the different types of tests that are available to be able to move those types of fans into that type of arena? So that's how it all started. So now that we've actually built this thing, we're able to get 50,000 people into an event. For example, we're doing a concert in Tunica, Mississippi this summer just to showcase our ability to be able to get fans into some type of entertainment event COVID-free. So it all kind of came about because of the Miami Heat asking us to figure out how to be able to develop something for them.
Fantastic. I'm thrilled about that. Last question. What do you see as your biggest hurdle for growth and how do you plan on overcoming them?
Well, our biggest hurdle for growth at this point, is obviously financial, raising the capital that we need to be able to expand at the speed that we need to be able to expand this business, not only domestically, but internationally. So we're working diligently right now. And that's one of the reasons why, we sat as a company, said, okay, you know what, we're going to try to explore this uplisting to NASDAQ to just get to a different level of playing field. Right. And we think it's important for us as a company to be able to play at the level. Rick is the founder one of the founders of World Exchange. And World Exchange had revenues of over $1 billion. So we know what it is to run $1 billion company. I was managing 500 million of that company as director of validations. And we know the amount of money it takes to play and to compete at the level in which our technology gives us the fortitude to be able to compete. So the only thing challenge for us is bringing that capital in and raising money through our offerings to be able to continue to expand the business. It's business 101.
This has been a fantastic presentation. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Well, they can send an email to me at Stephen at TPT Global Tech, or they can also info on our website as well. I think there's a place that they can go and send questions. And our deck here, I didn't really dive too much into the deck because this is online, so you can go look at the deck and be able to see most of the stuff about the company and the different divisions and things that we have planned as a company and future products and services that we're going to be offering as a company.
All right. Thank you so much. We really look forward to all of your updates in the near future. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you as well. We appreciate you for having us.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Steve, Stephen, and Rick. All right, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.